Welcome everybody to another Press X Let's Play. I am Kevin McManus, and today we're playing Mega Man 6. I played some Mega Man 6. Forget these. Changed my mind. Don't want to wear those. I played some Mega Man 6 during the Mega Man Legacy collection Let's Play that I did, and just from doing that, I was like, man, I need to play more of this game. So here it is. I'm going to play through the entirety of Mega Man 6. It is personally one of my favorite Mega Man games. I rank it second overall to Mega Man 3, and I've talked about some of the stuff in the Mega Man Legacy Collection Let's Play, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but it's just true. I love Mega Man 3 and I love Mega Man 6. I feel like those are two really, really special ones. 3 for pushing the boundaries, and 6 for kind of mastering them. A lot of people give credit to things that were first and kind of did it first, but I feel like this one did it best. It may have not, it may not have been the first one to do it, but I feel like it did it the best. This game runs well, it looks beautiful, it plays great. It does have, I do understand people's gripes with the game, particularly speedrunners, which I'll get to that in a minute, but other than that, I feel like this is a fantastic Mega Man, and if you could only play one Mega Man, this may be the one I'd recommend to people if you've never played it before, because it has a nice balance of easy and difficult. I feel like punishing. Mega Man 1 is incredibly punishing, Mega Man 2 a little bit, Mega Man 3 incredibly punishing, 4 is extremely punishing, 5's okay, and then 6 is okay. So I just feel like it's a lot easier to hop into and get less frustrated than you might in the other ones, but it's so hard to judge at this point because I've played them all so much that it's fun for me to watch somebody play them for the first time and see and kind of watch them struggle. I know that's not the nicest thing, but it's just funny to me to see that and see how differently people attempt to do things and, try to watch them work through something that they haven't played before. It's always just a fun experience. So anyway, back to Mega Man 6. I decided to start with 6. I'm almost 100% sure I will be playing Mega Man's 1 through 6 completely through at some point on this channel, but this is the one I'm going to start with, so maybe I will, maybe I'll go backwards or something like that. I'm definitely going to play some other Mega Man games as well, that aren't necessarily on this Legacy collection. Things like the X series, there's a couple of those that I enjoy very much. 7, 8, 9, 10, all very, very good games. So you can almost bet that I'll be doing those at some point. But anyway, we're already finished the first level. Through the introduction, we got to the first boss, and it's Flame Man. I always tackle Flame Man first. You can start with almost anybody in this game, and I feel like it's fairly justified. None of the bosses are too absurd. They're all beatable with the Mega Buster, which is part of the reason I say that this one is a good place to start. Sometimes you go to, like in Mega Man 2, you'll start it out and you'll get to Quick Man. Like, you play this incredibly difficult level, and you get to Quick Man, and then he's, like, unbeatable for a newcomer with the Mega Buster. He's very, very difficult. So it's just like, it feels like you wasted your time, and that's never what you want to feel when you're playing a video game. This guy's beating me pretty bad. I feel like I'll be okay, but I'm gonna risk it here. Risk it for the biscuit, and we got it. Okay, that was a rough fight. I hope that's not a sign of things to come for this Let's Play. But anyway, Flame Man down. He gives us 2 of the most powerful weapons in the game, honestly. He gives you this little flame shot that eliminates most of the enemies in the game in one hit, and he gives you the Rush Power Adapter, which is something new to this game that I talked about in my Legacy collection again. Normally you get Rush, and he gives you the Rush Jet, he gives you the Rush Coil, he gives you the Rush Marine. In this one, he gives you kind of this hybrid of all of them, and he transforms your character into a red Mega Man that can fly, or a super strong Mega Man that can break bricks, and both are very useful and required for the later stages in the game, once you beat these 8 Robot Masters. So I let the story run through the beginning. I didn't really say anything or talk too much about it, but the story for this game is the silliest of all of them, and that almost makes it my favorite. I like how ridiculous it is. It's like Wily gave up. That's what it feels like. It feels like he stopped trying at this point. So the story for this game is that there was a robot tournament that was being held, and robots from all over the world show up to compete in this tournament, and there's 8 robots, and they get reprogrammed and kidnapped and everything, and now Mega Man's going to stop them, and they were kidnapped by Mr. X, who looks comically like Dr. Wily. So you can see where this story is going already, if you've at least played a Mega Man game before. I guess if you've never played one, maybe you don't, but Dr. Wily is the Eggman to Sonic. He's the Bowser to Mario. He's basically always behind it, with very few exception. And yeah, so this guy that looks incredibly like Dr. Wily, he's on the right of the screen there, Mr. X, kidnapped them and reprogrammed them, just like Wily tended to do in the other games. So we'll see what that's all about as we just kind of cruise through Blizzard Man stage here. These levels are all very, very impressive and awesome in their own right. Just the way they work. I like that they all have a little gimmick. This one has that rising ship, which is really, really cool. And then it has the ice where you slip and slide everywhere, which is really not cool. But we're just gonna keep on cruising. We're already almost at the boss room. Ooh, that was a costly mistake. So here, we jump up here, we land, we can let it explode, jump over, jump up there, then you can jump down here, and then you can jump down there, and you can do whatever you want there. I've gotten used to the ice controls so that I can basically manage it however I land, but if you're new, that's definitely a good way to go. So anyway, we're already at Blizzard Man. We don't have a ton of health, but we're still gonna fight him here. I think I'll be okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Need to be a little more careful. Get a couple hits in on him. And dead. Okay, Blizzard Man done. And that was the extent that we played the game in the Legacy Collection. So we're already gonna cruise on past that. This, like I said, this game is the Mega Man I've spent the most time with. One of my favorite games of all time. So we should cruise through for sure the beginning of this game. And then the other thing to kind of talk about is I am playing this on PS4. This isn't the NES version. I do have the NES version. I considered playing it, but the cord just doesn't reach to this little station I got here. So I passed on that. But yeah, this is the PS4 version, which means I do have save states. So I haven't decided exactly if I'm going to use save states yet or not. I won't for these first 8 fights, but they're simple. But I'll think about it when we get later. I'm gonna get stuck somewhere and have to try 100 times to get past something. So if I can kill this thing, I'll show you how the rush adapters work on this. So there's your rush, and he turns into your armor and gives you a special ability. So this is Power Mega Man, so we can break this open and get these. Now I play Mega Man. I've watched a lot of people play Mega Man, just casually, speedrunners, tons of things, and I play differently than most people. I play Mega Man, I try not to get a whole bunch of extra lives. Like, I picked up that one and then instantly regretted it, because I kill myself in these games a lot. I run into spikes on purpose and things like that, just to reset my weapon energy. So whenever you kill a bad guy, or a villain, in these games, you absorb their weapon, and then you can use it to beat other ones, like rock, paper, scissors. Hold on, let me use fire here. Like rock, paper, scissors. And so you absorb their power, but see how I use some of that, so you can actually run out. So what I like to do is kill myself so that I respawn and I have full weapon energy again. And I do that quite frequently, but I've noticed nobody else plays like that, which is kind of interesting. It adds playtime for sure, but it almost guarantees that you beat the level. So you just kill yourself at the beginning to guarantee that you're going to beat it later on. And I feel like that's a fine trade-off. So we're going to switch to the fire, because it's the strongest weapon again, and just take out these guys, which are a huge pain in the butt. They're very, very difficult to fight with the little Mega Buster, Pea Shooter, or whatever you want to call it, your default weapon here. But, yeah, you take care of them pretty easily. So this part, we're on Plant Man right now, and Plant Man is my least favorite bad guy in this entire game for multiple reasons. His level, his character's fine, but his level is the main reason. These things jump out of the water, and if they hit you, they knock you straight into that pit and you die. And then you have to do it all over again. There's all this stuff that just flies at you out of nowhere. These things cause slowdown, so that when you pick them up, you mistime your jumps, and then you once again fall in the water. So you need to know that there's going to be slowdown on your jump. And then these springs, when I was a kid and I used to play this one, these springs were the death of me. I never understood how they worked. I figured it out later, and I felt really dumb. But the way the springs work is if you hold down X, you jump really high on them. So like right now I'm just holding down X. But if you try and time it, it's much, much, much more difficult. It's possible, but it is much more difficult to time the jump. So as a kid, I just thought it was impossible because I couldn't time all of these jumps until I learned that you can just hold this button down, and it makes it a lot easier. And that was literally like 10 years later I found that out, and I felt so stupid. So anyway, as a kid, I always had trouble. I always used to be like, Plant Man's impossible, I can't get to Plant Man, because I didn't know how to do that. But now, I can get to... So here we are at Plant Man. Plant Man's are pretty easy. Like I said before, most of the bad guys are fairly easy, fairly predictable patterns. That you can fight them 2 or 3 times and know what they do. Which is nice. They're not constantly trying to run into you like a lot of the Mega Man bosses of old. Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna fight him the slower way, but since I missed that, I'm just gonna fight him a little more carefully here. I don't want to get hit too many times. And once again, sorry if I'm tired. Sorry if I'm quiet for some of my playthrough here. It's just me thinking, oh, I'm timing my jumps, which I didn't make there. But anyway, Plant Man, dead. So there we go. What is that, 3 enemies down? And 5 to go. So we're just cruising right along here. Cruising right along. So he gives us the Plant Barrier, which is a shield weapon that circles around you, similar to what it did to him when we were fighting him. And he also gives you the Jet Adapter, which lets you fly, which is going to be very useful in some of these levels. So now, Plants kill Tomahawk. So you're going to see the flying adapter about midway through this level. And you will see the Plant Barrier to kill him, and then that is basically it. I don't use the Plant Barrier very often in this entire game because it's just not a very good shield. Some of the shield weapons in later games are like almost insanely brokenly good. They kill almost every bad guy, they protect you, and they stay on you even when you run. But this is not one of those. This is kind of a throwaway weapon. So we're just gonna take out this mini boss with the fire, and I can basically use fire for the rest of this level. Oops, I'm not going to, but I could. I'll use it for at least part of it. So this game has a hidden weapon called Beat, which is MegaMan's bird. Beat is a bird that just attacks whatever's on screen, basically. And here's Jet Mega Man, so he's gonna wear the armor and transform into this. Beat is his bird robot, and he just attacks whoever's on the screen, kind of whatever. But he is crucial for fighting the last. Well, not the last fight in this game. He's crucial in 5 for fighting the last boss. You don't even need him too badly in this one. You can use him in some of the boss fights, but we're gonna get them anyway because it's not too difficult, and I'll explain how once we're nearing the end of this level. Because it is a 4-part, it is a 4-part struggle to get him. You need to do 4 separate things. But anyway, we'll just keep on trucking, keep on going. So here we go. So the path here splits, which is something that not many Mega Man games and levels do. And since it's split over this bottom one, if you have the jet, and then just keep going, be careful here. Oops. I say be careful and then I get hit. Just like that. And we can head up here. So this is a little separation in the path that you wouldn't be able to take if you didn't already have the jet Mega Man. And you see that, I kind of want that. I'm going to try and get it. I may die. There we go. So you see that there's a boss gate here that you wouldn't have been able to get to. So this is still Tomahawk Man, just as he would have been in the other one, but this is like the true Tomahawk Man. So if you beat him, you get a letter 4 beat. And there's 4 of these in the game, 4 of these splits in the boss patterns, and if you kill all 4, you unlock beat. So here we go. Oh, I wasted it. Okay. So that was my bad. I wasn't paying attention. But he's dead anyway. So I got Tomahawk Man down. That was not a clean fight, but whatever. He's dead. Fairly easily. Excuse me. And we get the silver tomahawk from him. This is probably the second best weapon in the game. It shoots at a reverse arc, so it kind of, well, you can see it here, it ducks down and then it goes up. And it's super useful for hitting enemies because it just hits spots that normally your weapon would not have been able to hit. So it's very, very useful, especially in the later levels. It's the weakness of a lot of bosses. Let's just put it that way. So here is Yomato, or Yomito, or something like that. I'm not even 100% sure what that means. I think it is a battleship in Japan, or a Japanese soldier, but don't quote me on that. I remember in kindergarten I asked my school teacher what a centaur was, because a centaur man, and what a Yomato was. And she said a centaur is a half horse, half man. And that blew my mind because that's what Centaur Man was. I was like, whoa, really? And she said that Yomato was a made-up word. I was like, well, that doesn't make much sense. Why would they have a made-up word as one of the things when literally every other one is not a made-up word? And it turns out it's not made-up, it's just Japanese. So we'll hop down here. Yeah, like I said before, this was a tournament held around the world, where each, or not held around the world, but entered around the world, where each robot kind of represents a different place. So this is obviously the Japanese robot, but each one represents a different territory, whether it be Canada's Blizzard Man, or the Tomahawk Man is the United States. So each one represents a different area, so you can kind of check them out as you go, and you can tell, for the most part, which robots represent where. And I said before in the Legacy Collection, I believe, that ever since Mega Man 2, these contests were held to kind of submit your own robot. And they would, if you won, they would put them into the design of Mega Man and put them in the game. And they picked 8 of them. And this was the first game where they actually used a design from outside Japan. They used, and I believe that was Windman was the design. who we have not yet got to, but... So you saw that I flew up into that area and the path branched, so this is the fight with him that's going to give us the beat part that we need. Let's just jump right over this if I have time and kind of wail on him. Ooh. Oh, that was really bad. Hopefully... Man, my jump button seems like it's sticking. I'm not going to blame it on anything, but my jump buttons... I don't know. We'll see. I have another controller if that's actually what's happening. But he's down. So he gives us the spear, which is kind of a more powerful Mega Buster, but it drains really fast, and I don't use it very often, except for on select bosses. One of those being MegaMan, who is yet another boss that has a split path. We kind of do all of the split paths back to back to back to back to back. Back to back to back to back. I said one too many backs. So I'm gonna skip over that extra life. I don't need it. I don't care about it. Like I said, I kill myself a lot, and it just takes longer to run out my lives. So we're actually gonna try a fun little glitch thing here. We'll see if I can blow it off. There's really no reason to try it, but I want to. So basically, if you pause the game, the frames keep going. So when you unpause the game, there we go. So when you unpause the game, you're invincible when you go to pause it, is basically what happens. So I paused it right as the thing was about to hit me, and then it resets, and we live. It did cost me, though, because I did it a little early and had to do it twice, so I lost a bit of health, but hopefully we can recoup that health here soon. I don't think it'll be too big of a problem. But yeah, that was a fun little trick that I learned from speedrunners. And speaking of speedrunners, I'll talk about why they're not a giant fan of this game. So first off, there's no master weapon like the metal blades to kind of run through the game. There's lots of going into your inventory and everything like that. But the big reason is that they slide everywhere. It's faster than walking in basically all the Mega Man games. So they slide everywhere. But the problem is, in the Mega Man games where you can slide, you can jump. So you slide and then you jump. I don't want that. You slide and then you jump. In this one, you can't jump out of a slide. You have to jump again. You have to basically jump twice to like cancel the slide and then jump. It's sort of hard to explain, but basically when I slide here, I can't jump out of it. He's just gonna slide all the way through. So they don't like that you can't jump out of your slide, which is understandable because they want to beat the game as fast as possible. They don't want to take extra steps to doing things. So we will get this E-Tank because E-Tanks don't hurt. And I'll just let this thing fall. Oh man, oh dear. Can't believe I let that hit me. So here's a fun little bouncy part. So here we bounce. Oh man. Oh geez, what's happening? So if you start messing up here, you bounce fairly out of control, and you need to stabilize yourself as quickly as possible, or you're going to take a lot of damage from those things. So here's another branching path. We'll go down here instead of the way that Dick clearly intended. And I also like that all the branching paths are obvious. None of them are hidden, so you see it and you're like, I wonder where that leads. Why can't I go there? And then you get the adapters that allow you to go there, and you're like all excited to go back and replay it if you hadn't, if you didn't know the order you were supposed to play him in, at least. So this guy's fairly easy. You just kind of shoot him, and then when he stops flickering, you shoot him again. Not very exciting, but he's dead. And that'll give us the Nightman's weapon, whatever it is, the Night Ball or the Night something. But it also gives us a letter for beat. Knight C. I don't know what the C stands for. It's a mace, it looks like, or something. So I have no clue. I'm gonna call it Knight Circle. But anyway, here's Centaur Man, who is weak to Nightman's weapon, and he also happens to have the last letter of beat for us to unlock. His level also has a lot of spikes and instant kills in it, so hopefully we can avoid that. We've been doing pretty well so far. Though things will get rocky when we beat these 8. These 8 Robot Masters I've fought time and time again, for sure. But once we move on past them, things get a little dicey. Levels get harder. Everything's just more difficult. So here we go. Let's take out this, take out that. Here's a little bit of a tricky jump. I've done it so many times that it's not too difficult. I kind of just memorized the pressure you need to put, but it's definitely a tricky jump for newcomers. Kill him, shoot these guys through the... I'm gonna intentionally avoid that extra life. So here I always forget. So when it's low, you can jump high, and when it's high, you can't. I still don't understand what that is supposed to represent, like, at all. I just don't understand. So we'll let it lower, because it lets us jump really high. And we'll slide under him. So here we gotta charge up these. I've done a lot of the challenges in Legacy Collection. I haven't finished it yet. I might as well get that. I haven't finished it just yet, but this is one of the areas that you do a challenge for, which is basically just back-to-back pieces of each game. And you need to do it as fast as possible. And I always mess up that area. I always jump when the tide is the wrong height and it kills me. So here, I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm just going to try to fly over all this because I don't want to deal with it. I'll get hit, I don't care. It's worth flying over everything. And let's head on up. So here you kind of need to bait these guys to drop. Ooh. Otherwise they will hit you and knock you down, and then you'll fall down into that bottom area. So this guy takes not too much damage to kill. He seems like he takes forever, but he really doesn't. And then you look over there, and there's another gate. How do you get there? You fly over. And that's the branched path for this one. Otherwise you would have to head down, and there's a gate down there to fight. And we'll use the Knight Circle or chain or whatever it is. It's probably neither of those. So Centaur Man's a pretty cool that guy. He's very tall. You can just jump over him. But he also freezes time, similar to Mega Man 2's Flashman. So that's kind of unique. But he's much easier than Flashman. He's very dead. So we've already tackled 7, I believe, of the Robot Masters, and we'll tackle the 8th here in a second. Actually gonna go grab something real quick. Okay. I just have a little sheet that I wrote some notes down on, so. Okay. And here we go. This is Windman. I believe this is the one that was created by, outside of Japan for that tournament that I was talking about. I always get confused if it's Windman or Blizzard Man, but I'm pretty sure it's Windman. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And his level's kind of annoying. He's got, these blowing fans that raise and lower your height, and then he's just got these hairdryer things that shoot balls at you, and they're incredibly annoying because of how many hits they take for what they are. Because things like that happen, but I'm pretty much just gonna muscle through it. That wasn't a good hit. So then they start introducing spikes. So I did exactly what I was gonna say don't do. So they start introducing spikes, which means that you need to be careful and not jump. And as soon as I was about to say that, I instinctively jumped because that's what it looks like you should do, and it killed me. And I paid the price. So that was my first death, so that's not that bad. It's kind of unfortunate that it came so late. I wish I got through all 8 at least without getting hit, but whatever. What are you gonna do? At least I don't have that that thought of, ooh, you haven't died yet, don't mess it up anymore. Because I sure died there. That one hits me every time. In the challenges, this section's in a couple of them as well, but you can use items, and I always use the centaur weapon, but I need to save it just in case I don't find a way to replenish it, because it's the weakness of the boss. So you don't jump there and just kind of walk across, and it'll carry you over. So these are unique, and you'll see them a bunch in the later levels once we beat this character, but they just flip when you land on them, and then you just time it so that you can land on both sides. And I don't want that extra life, so I'm just going to keep on moving. Oof. Alright. We're just gonna hope to not get hit by him again. So the Legacy Collection that I'm playing on doesn't add many features. It doesn't allow you to switch your weapons with the R1 and L1. It doesn't allow you it does give you save states, but it also gives you this nifty rapid fire, which allows you to shoot basically as fast as possible in the game. And it's a neat little addition. So that was me trying to center myself because I knew I was going to get hit. And this is very, very helpful up here. Though there is a weapon energy here, so I guess I could just use Centaur Flash through the level and then fill up most of it. But you do need full Centaur Flash if you want to kill Windman with ease. Because it's a little bit of a cheese weapon. It just hits everything on the screen, which is nice grunt enemies. But for him, you just need to time it so that whenever he stops flickering, you want to shoot it. And he's dead. He's dead, Jim. And we are off to Mr. X's lair. And we have everything. We've got the rush weapons, and we've got beat. So he gives you Windstorm, which is a weapon I will use on select bosses, and that is it. It's not very useful. But let's go ahead and take down Mr. X. Some nice music, and we look at all the levels that we have to traverse. I remember this level as a youngster as well. First off, I love the music. It's so perfect. Like, it just fits the background on this beautifully. But there's a jump on this level in particular that lets you skip most of the level. And I couldn't for the life of me do it as a kid. And I just couldn't do it. And me and my older brother, who kind of got me into Mega Man, would basically practice it. And it was so difficult the way we were doing it, and then I found out recently that we weren't doing it right at all, and it's actually very simple. And I felt really dumb. But just gonna beat. Whoa! A little careful here. I'm trying to just kill the stupid hairdryer. I hate these hairdryers. So I'll wait for him to lower like that. Okay. I'm about done with this. Kill you. Kill you. Let's go. Sick of all this. Okay, so here's the jump. So basically what I would do is jump onto this first one, then jump when it flips, then jump onto the second one, then do a little teeny bunny hop where it flips, because those spikes are up there and they'll kill you, and then, well, while trying to charge and break that window down. But really what you're supposed to do is just jump here, fall back here, jump here, break it, and fall in. And I found that out watching speedruns, and I felt so stupid. I was like, oh my gosh, all the time, it felt like hours that I spent trying to make that jump and learn that jump as a kid, and then that's all you had to do. So, ooh, that's not good. Let me keep on moving. And this gives you a whole bunch of 1-ups, but I mean, it's just such a faster route that it's worth it. I'd probably die 4 times trying to do the other route. Just spikes everywhere. So here we go. This is just a track enemy. Probably gonna use an E-tank here if I keep missing like I am. There we go. And now we just need to wait on this other one to get low enough for us to hit like that. And he's dead. So we're moving right along. The castle for this game, X's castle is really cool, but there's another castle after this that is just kind of, it feels kind of just put together, but it's okay. Because to me, Mega Man was always about the 8 Robot Masters. Some people, I talk to them and they're like, yeah, it's all about the Wily levels where you get to use all your items and figure out kind of how they all work and their secondary uses and stuff. But to me, it was always just, who are the 8 Robot Masters? Which ones are my favorite? Which ones don't I like? What's the order to beat them in? Like, that was the fun of the game to me. If the game was just like 16 Robot Masters and you needed to figure it all out, I would love that. So we're just gonna skip all of these stupid things. They fall when you touch them, so just hop right off, or fly right over them. Now these are pits that you fall down if you land there. Oh, this is gonna hurt. I'll just take it. If you land there, wow, that did a lot of damage. So, you wanna make sure you don't. There we go. And jump over that one. And take out this Met. Mets are in every Mega Man, I believe. Yeah, I believe they're in all of them. Are they in 2? But anyway, they're in most of the Mega Mans at least, and they're... Oh, jeez. They always have an invincibility state where they're in their shell, and then they kind of pop their head out, and that's when you need to hit them. They're always really cool enemies. So here I'm just going to use Centaur to clear the screen. I do that sometimes when I'm getting overwhelmed. I really like that weapon. So I'll just let him do his thing. Oh, maybe not. For some reason I thought he kept going. So we'll just keep moving. Another Met. Let's just switch to the Mega Buster to take care of him. I don't want to waste too much weapon energy. Though I'm almost guaranteeing you there's a time in this playthrough where I will kill myself to replenish everything, just because I'm just so used to playing like that. In fact, I'm probably just going to kill myself on this fight, because I don't really... It's not worth using an E-tank. I picked up all those extra lives, and this boss kind of has a random attack pattern. So, I'm going I'll shoot him with my Mega Buster or whatever, but I'm not going to be able to hit him. This is an example of it. He stays basically just out of Mega Buster range, and you have to hit him with Hawk, except for on his very lowest point, so fighting him with the Mega Buster would take forever. But now we got full health, and we can switch over to the Tomahawk and just dispose of him. So here we just want to time our shots so that we don't miss too many of them. And we can get hit. He doesn't do too much damage. As long as we're hitting him, it shouldn't matter. We have to be slightly cautious of our health, but we're doing fine right now. He's obviously not doing too well. And there we go. He's dead. So, this is where I typically get before I die, when I'm playing on the NES, you know, how I normally play it, but, we died once already this playthrough. We actually died twice because I killed myself at that one point. So this is where I feel like the game really picks up. Let's grab this E-Tank. I'm pretty sure I can just drop down here and not get hurt. And just catch myself on this ladder. Can't make that jump. Can't go under it. I have to fly up to it. That's the best way to take him out. I know I fly over him a lot. It hurts you, but this is just going to be kind of a tedious little fight here. Because I have to attack him with this pea shooter. There we go. Alright, so these guys can only be hurt by the Mega Buster, so I'm going to charge that up, hit him, and take care of him. So here I like using Jet. Sometimes I slip off and die though, but I'm going to try and be incredibly careful. Kill this. Kill this. Kill this. Everything dies. And now there's just spikes. Almost died there. I can take care of him. Oh no! Oh, good save, good save. That was almost death. Take care of both of those and keep on moving to the next area. So we can go under or over here. I don't remember what's under. I imagine it's an E-Tank, but I don't remember exactly. We'll have to see by looking on that opposite path what I would have got if I went that way. Oh, it doesn't look like anything. Unless there's an E-Tank in one of the bricks that I could have broken. So this is where I would use a save state if I was going to use save states. So since I didn't set one, I guess I'm not using save states. I don't know. If things get hairy later, I'll use one. I just don't want to waste everybody's time by dying over and over again. That's no fun for anybody. Jeez, get hit. There we go. I'm definitely going to break that. I'm just going to kind of fly up here. If you stand on these for too long, I believe they fall apart. I typically don't do it, but I believe they do fall apart if you stand on them for too long. So you kind of stand your ground. Make sure you're standing on the middle of the platform when you get hit. If you know you're going to get hit, accept it, stand in the middle, because otherwise you will fall off and you will die. And I'm debating if I want to fight this guy or kill myself. I think I'm going to try and fight him. If you kill yourself, you just get a free fight. But I believe we just hit him with, we just kind of wail on him with the blizzard attack. Oops. And we want to hit him with as much of it as possible. And he's dead. Alright. So just a couple more. So here's the X level, and we can refill something here. I think I'll refill fire. I don't know if that's technically what I should refill, but that's what I'm gonna refill. Hop down here, hop up here. We'll just keep on moving. Ooh, I misfired. There we go. And we can choose to fly up over here to miss these spikes, but if I die this early in the level, I don't really care that much. So a bunch of paths we can choose here. See, there it didn't jump. Like, I definitely hit jump. I don't know. It's a little suspect. So there's an E-tank we can choose to get. I'm gonna get it. I don't have full E-tanks yet, so you can't slide as Power Mega Man. So you have to do what I did and change. This part's kind of annoying. This is a good part to use Centaur Flash as well. You can kind of inch over, use the flash to kill both of them. Jump down. Okay, we'll see how this holds. If the video goes out again, I'll take a little break and kind of try and fix it up. But where was I? I may be somewhere risky. I sure am. So here I'm just going to use a Centaur Flash and jump. And head on up. We'll get out of that predicament pretty quickly. And then here I'm just going to kind of inch myself under his shot. And I might as well pick these up. They're here. Free health is never a bad thing. So yeah, incredibly sorry about the video going out in the little break there. It wasn't too long. Like I said, if it happens again, I'm gonna figure out what's going on. So here I like using Centaur Flash, but I kind of wasted it already. So we're gonna have to make a couple daring attacks and daring jumps with the jet. And there's basically you just need to be careful that you're not flying straight into a bullet, because it'll kill you in one hit, because it'll knock you into the pit. So you just gotta be careful that you don't jump not knowing what's ahead and get hit and die. Just kind of inch your way through. So there's an E-take down there. I'm not gonna get it. Oh, I'm gonna get it now because I got hit down here, so. Oh no. So I'm gonna try and let that bird go. I'll get hit by this one. Just to get the free path, I'll try and get out of the way of that one. And this is a great Centaur spot that I have one left. Just get rid of most of those enemies. And I think I'm actually gonna use the plant barrier here. I'm gonna use an E-tank. I just don't want to risk it right now. It's too much. Yeah, I mean I would have died, so it's just too much to risk an E-tank here. So this is just a battle of hitting him, he drops a thing, and you need to jump when it's over you. But you want to obviously not jump when he's over you. So we may actually use another E-tank. I'd rather just lose a life. Now the battery on my controller is getting low. I'm gonna kill him. And I just can't catch a break. Okay, so he's dead. And this guy that looks mysteriously like Dr. Wily is going to reveal to himself, or reveal to all of us that he is actually Wily, and then flies away in his signature ship. And I love that. I love how just cliche and obvious and stupid it was, because it was perfect. It's what the game needed. Like, they tried to fool us with 4, and it was Wily. They tried to fool us with 5, and it was Wily. And so for 6, they were like, we're just going to make it very obvious, so it's almost comical. So here's the last chunk of levels. And we're just going to keep trying to run through them like we are. Get another extra life here, because I don't want it. But it's there, so whatever. And this is going to be a fly up and shoot him type thing. Take care of that guy, and I'm just going to keep on moving. So this is, yeah, this is going to be a hassle here. Jeez. Oh my gosh. So I have to get that now. So this level's hard, not because of those stupid hairdryer weapons that always destroy me, but because of the spikes. And I don't know the path of the spikes. I just honestly do not remember. So I'm probably gonna get jacked up pretty badly during these. So we'll have to see. I may be a little bit quiet here. This is a great level to kill yourself a bunch of times though, and refill your centaur weapon. So basically there's just spikes everywhere. I wanted to land on that platform. Ooh, that was good. I killed one in one go. There we go. Very good. And here's one of the hardest jumps in the game. Do I want to use a save state? I'm going to set one. I may not use it, but I like to have it set, just in case. So you kind of gonna jump off and then fly under it. It's a pain in the butt. It's a lot harder than it may look. And we did it. That was really good. I impressed myself. So here we'll just switch back. And we'll see what's ahead. Because I sure don't remember. Oh, one of these guys. Okay. Well, I'm in a very bad spot. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's refill some stuff here. We'll refill. One thing that I like about this one, and another reason it makes it a lot easier, is the castle enemies are basically all weak to a different weapon. So you don't need to do a lot of refilling of your weapons. I'm just gonna die on this fight. I have plenty of lives, right? Yeah. But you don't need to do a refilling of your weapons for the most part, because they're all weak to a different one. So as long as you don't waste them during the level, you don't need to worry about it. So yeah, this fight is basically you just shoot him in the face. You're supposed to use the spear, but my health is so low that I'm just allowing him to kind of kill me. But I mean, if I kill him using the Mega Buster and I kill him using the Mega Buster, I'm not going to now, though I got hit too many times. We're a little bit stuck here. It's gonna be close and we're gonna die here. Wow, we got a lot closer than I thought we would have. So anyway, let's actually switch it up to his weakness here and head through. And we're just going to do the exact same thing we did the last time, except we're going to get hit way more times and miss him every time. There we go. So that's exactly what we want to be doing. You just want to hit him in the eyeball with this spear. And we're getting some pretty good patterns. He hasn't actually tried to knock us off the platforms too much. He did it as soon as I said it, but besides that, there was that jump button not working again. I don't know what's going on with that. Though I did get a controller close to dying prompt, so when this controller dies, I'll just move on to another controller, and hopefully that one doesn't have this problem. Could all just be in my head, I don't know. But it definitely feels like I hit the jump button at a very precise time, and it does not jump. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, we're moving on. So I talked about the wind weapon. We're going to use that on the boss for this one. But let's just get this 9th E-Tank and slip and slide on this, this snowy ground here. I didn't make it. I slid just a second too late. I realized what I was supposed to... That time I tried to jump. I don't know what's going on here. Right here, we're going to use the flame weapon. Just kind of jump up here and shoot that, and then fly out. I like that this Mega Man has so many branching paths that you can just go other ways. It's like you can do the disappearing blocks if you want, or you can go ahead and do it this way. So let's just keep on moving. And if you went the other way, I believe you would end there. So these guys I'm just going to take out with the Mega Buster. And we'll fly up there, and we'll try and fill up... I guess we'll try and fill up Tomahawk, but it may be a little difficult. It's kind of a close one. Oh, it looks like I just did it. And like a boss. Like a boss. So these guys get really angry with you. I haven't actually had it happen yet this game, but they get incredibly angry with you when you hit them. So if you hit them, they'll start chasing you down. So you really need to hit them once and then kill them, or they'll get pretty relentless. I think this enemy's easy enough. You just use wind and kind of destroy him. He also starts off screen, which gives you a little bit of an advantage. So we'll just... Hopefully I can... Oh, that was a textbook example of the jump not working again. What is going on? It doesn't matter, but... Something strange is happening. I'll stop complaining about it now, though, because it's annoying, I'm sure. I mean, I hate when I'm watching people and they keep constantly making excuses. It's hard not to, though. You're like, ugh, I look bad. Button's not working. That must be it. It's not me. But yeah, that drives me crazy. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to at least try and stop talking about it. Whoa! So this is my least favorite level of all of them. I really like the Centaur Flash. I'm going to refill the Centaur Flash. So this is my least favorite. I didn't mean to waste that. I wasted that too, huh? I might as well just waste it all. So, this is my least favorite level because these fans push and pull you like a mofo. They make it so it's borderline impossible to get past certain parts unless you kill them, because they'll pull you one direction, then push you the other direction, and there's spikes everywhere, so you'll get killed. I'm going to have to start losing these lives soon. This is a textbook example of what you don't want to happen with the fan. Do I want to get that? I feel like I do. I'm just going to leave it. I don't care. I don't care enough. Take out him, let them shoot, take out him, and then you need to charge a shot to take out the last one. Oops. Oops. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hey Arnold. We'll fly up here. And this is the refights, so... How many lives do I have here? Should I try to refight them all with the Mega Buster? Like a boss? I guess I'll fight them with what I have. Actually... I'm gonna use the Mega Buster. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna fight all of them with the Mega Buster, but I want to fight a handful of them. Okay, so that one's dead. We get our health back. Hopefully, I fight somebody that isn't weak to a weapon that's out. So he's weak to wind. I guess I'll use the wind just to kind of show you what that's like. Because I don't need it later. Any weapon that I don't need later on, I'm fine with using, I think. There's not too much left in this game. BT dubs. We're almost done here, so he's weak to Tomahawk, but I like having the Tomahawk. Or, sorry, he gives you Tomahawk. He's weak to Plant. I'm just going to use the Plant that I have on him. And I still have plenty of E-tanks and everything, so I'm not too worried, though... I actually think he's the hardest boss in this. Not in the game. He might be the hardest in the game. He just attacks you from afar really, really well. I almost died there. That was risky. And not Windman, not Windman. Okay. Crap. Unlike most of the other enemies that suck you in like that, he is not invincible. Oh, he hit me. He's not invincible when he does it, so you can actually still hit him. But if you turn around to face him, you get sucked in really, really fast. So you gotta be careful. I do it every time because I don't care. Pick that up. We're gonna. I promise we're gonna die on one of these refights. There's no way. Centaur Man. This is a good one to die on, I think. Damn, I slid too early. Shit. I'm gonna use an E-tank here. I don't care to die. I feel like I have enough of everything to kind of finish this game out, and I'd rather not have to die to do it. So we're just gonna fight him with the Mega Buster, like a boss. And he's down, and we've got full health again, which is nice. So who's next? So we can use his weakness. I believe we have a bunch of it. Yeah. This isn't a good spot. But we got him pretty easily. And we'll head into this next one. Who could this possibly be? Plant Man. Weak to the blizzard. I think we're, like, just completely out of blizzard. Yeah. A bit of a slugger nugger. A slugger nugger. Gotta love those slugger nuggers. Slugger knocker? Is that what was that? I don't know. Something from my wrestling days when I used to watch wrestling. I hit John. So anyway, we're just gonna take them down with the Mega Buster, and you can see none of their patterns are too crazy. They're all just very much dodge and then shoot, dodge and then shoot. They don't try to run into you, and a whole bunch, like I was talking about earlier with Mega Man 1 through 5 bosses, they're a little more aggressive, I feel like. They don't follow patterns to a T as much. And this is another one I'm just going to fight with the Mega Buster, I think. I like his pattern. He's got one of my favorite patterns in all of Mega Man. I think my favorite, not my favorite boss, my favorite Robot Master is Mega Man 3's Gemini Man. But my favorite pattern of a Robot Master is Mega Man 10, I believe, and it is Blade Man. I always thought his attack pattern was really, really cool. So whenever we do get to that game, I will point it out. I really like his attack pattern. He jumps all over the screen, and you need to stand. It reminds me of the one that we just fought, Yamato's pattern, but it's a little more crazy. There's a little bit more going on. So anyway, we'll hop down here. Now this is, oops. Well, that was kind of unfortunate. Can we make this jump? We have full everything that we really need here. I didn't use beat once. Yeah, we don't need anything. I didn't use beat once, and I hope that doesn't end up mattering. Can I hit this with flame? Is that too high? Maybe too high. Yeah, it is. We're gonna have to use a Mega Buster. Just take it out in a matter of a couple of hits and keep on moving. And the reason that that enemy in particular is there is because he drops down enemies that you can farm. So you can just kind of sit there and keep hitting square and farm the crap out of the enemy and take him out that way. But you can use the knight. I believe you can just use the tomahawks here and completely murder him. But just in case we die, I'd prefer to not use the tomahawk. We're not going to die, I guess. We have like 17 E-tanks. Okay, so we take down that part of them. Now we can just use the rest of these on this part. And then switch over. Tomahawks really murder him. And then all we need to do is look for him, and then shoot him with as many tomahawks as possible whenever he spawns. So, oops. I hate that button. I'm going to use an E-tank, and that should round out the amount of E-tanks I need for this game. But now I can kind of aggressively attack him because I'm not going to die. And there we took down his ship. Took down the game. So that's it. So what was that, an hour, 5 minutes, hour, and 6 minutes, something like that? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Take down Wily. He's all upset. If I were to speedrun a game, this is the game that I would speedrun. I'd practice and everything, though. People swear by it. That sliding thing where you slide and you gotta cancel your slide and all that stuff is a nightmare. But this is probably the game I would choose. Not that I mean, speedrunners do it in half the time I did. That wasn't anything impressive, but, yeah, I'd pick this game, I think. That or, like, the original Mario, something like that. So we'll just, you know, enjoy the credits and the music. It shows you, as with all of the Mega Mans, it shows you the bosses, it shows you who made them. In this one, it shows you their attacks, which is kind of a cool little twist, because you've already fought them twice, so why not see them a third time? But yeah, and then it shows you who designed them. So Blizzard Man's clearly not the one from America. He represents Greece, I imagine. But anyway, that was Mega Man 6. I hope you enjoyed that Let's Play for Press X of Mega Man 6. I will be doing other Mega Man Let's Plays in the future. You know, let me know which Mega Man game you would want me to do next. There's one of them in particular that I'm definitely going to do. It's a Mega Man X game, so you can be excited for it. A Mega Man X that you can be excited for. So I will be doing that one in the future because I really, really like that Mega Man game and I think it's underrated. But, yeah, let me know what game you would want me to try. And let me know if you'd want me to play one that I haven't played before. There's a couple of them that I've looked up that I've just never played. So it might be fun to try that out and see how it goes. And you can see kind of my thought process through the games. Also, in kind of the vein of Mega Man, I will be doing a Let's Play for some Mighty No. 9 stuff. So it might already be out, so look for it if it is. If it's not, it'll be out sometime. I'm doing some Mighty No. 9 stuff. Very, very excited for that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I am Kevin McManus. Thank you so much. I'm going to let these credits roll, and I'm out.